Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy on the Frenzy Sports YouTube channel. We are back after a mini break, a small period of transition, but we keep going. We're trying to attack the markets. I've still been enjoying the basketball, had to get some sun, some fresh air, and we're back to attack the markets. If you can hit the like button on the channel, it has been relaunched as Frenzy Sports. It is the same channel as before. We are still dedicated to providing sports betting picks on a daily basis, quality research, analysis, and commentary. And I thank everyone for their patience. If you are watching on Twitter, hit the subscribe button and come over to the YouTube app, subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. Let's keep going. A stacked card in the NBA tonight. There are a lot of options. When I was handicapping today's card, I was actually a bit overwhelmed by the options, but I was able to whittle it down to a couple of picks. But there's one pick that I'm extremely confident in, and I have shared it. I will be sharing it on this brief live stream. I won't be breaking down every game on this live stream, but as I get back into the flow of things, we are back into the mix. NBA betting today. This is the live stream. We'll be back every single day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and I will have more opportunities to break down the entire card. But for today, I will be sharing one pick. Just want to share a couple of pieces of information about the channel, just so you have the relevant info, and then we will keep going. So follow the home of the channel on Twitter, Frenzy Sports Group. The handle is Frenzy Sports TV on Twitter. This is another way you can support the channel. Turn notifications on there. You can get alerts about when we go live, when we drop videos, share picks, predictions, or just any content related to the channel. And then also, if you're a fan of the NBA, which I'm assuming you are, if you are watching this live stream, follow Frenzy NBA. If you were following the previous account that I was tweeting from, NBA Betting Today, I definitely ask you to follow this account, Frenzy NBA, as this is where I will be dropping a lot of NBA content right through the end of the season, all the way until the end of the season. So if you can, and you are a supporter of the channel, go ahead and follow Frenzy Sports TV and Frenzy Sports NBA. And last night didn't go live, but we did cash out pretty well with the Memphis Grizzlies. They just crushed the Pacers. Follow me personally on Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. More NBA picks, just more of the same, just sharing the relevant stuff as I haven't come on the live stream over the last few days. So my pick today, everyone, is going to come in the matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. This is a game of featuring two, I wouldn't say evenly matched teams, but these are two teams with title aspirations, one of which, the Golden State Warriors, is deservedly so getting most of the media hype when it comes to winning the title this year. We know the recipe that they bring to the table, especially with Draymond Green coming back into the fold. Jordan Poole, after hitting a bit of a mini slump in the middle of the season, looks to be coming into his own. This is a Warriors team that's fielding a three-guard lineup with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Jordan Poole for a lot of the time. And it's been a very, very potent mix. There hasn't been that much of a burden on Klay Thompson because of the development of Jordan Poole. He's been a closer in certain situations. I cashed a ticket off the Golden State Warriors last week against the Denver Nuggets. So, they're streaking. They're on a 5-game win streak. On the flip side, you have a team in the Boston Celtics. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. They're coming off of a very disappointing home loss against the Dallas Mavericks, another team with a formidable defense that will probably be feared in the first round of the playoffs. That's another story for probably another segment. Shout out to the Mavericks. But the Boston Celtics are a team that has the best defense, in my opinion, and according to most statistical metrics in the NBA. And the reason I give their defense even more weight is because of the slow start they had to the season. For them to still be so highly ranked in most defensive metrics really means they have a good defense, because they were not the number one defense in the NBA for roughly the first 30 days of the season, the first 60 days of the season. As a matter of fact, this game tonight in the Chase Center is not going to be easy. This team is getting a lot of hype. We saw the comments Draymond Green put forth in the media after their win against the Wizards. He was sounding like a wrestler, like a WWE wrestler. Declaring victory. He said they're gonna win the title. The Warriors are gonna win the title. It's guaranteed, according to Draymond Green. I really do feel that this Celtics defense, though, has the ability to neutralize multi-guard lineups that the Warriors do present, are going to be presenting tonight. You look at the teams that they've covered against over the last couple of weeks. While their offenses are not, their defenses, I should say, are not as potent as the Warriors. They've covered against the Hawks, the Grizzlies, the Hornets, the Nets, the teams that did run multi-guard lineups that the Celtics defense was able to neutralize. You have Al Horford, you have Robert Williams in the paint. There are going to be as a tandem. Okay, they're greater than the sum of their parts. As a tandem, they're going to pose the Warriors some problems tonight. They're going to give the Warriors some problems tonight. I think the Warriors have a really good shot to punch first in this game, but I think by the end of the four quarters, the Boston Celtics will win tonight. I took them at +3, but I'm still endorsing Boston Celtics +2.5 for a full unit tonight. It's not going to be a very popular pick, although it may be. And at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. My handicap on this game is the Boston Celtics defense being able to not completely neutralize the threat that the Warriors pose, but to mitigate it, to slow it down a bit. And I think they're going to come in really motivated off that loss against the Mavericks. This is a team that can catch the Bulls tonight. If the Bulls are on alert tonight to fall out of home court advantage, if they lose to the Jazz and the Celtics were to snatch a win tonight, there's a small revenge factor in this game as well. They played earlier in the season. I was on the Warriors that day. It was a road game. I think it pushed on the final line, but the Warriors beat them in Boston earlier in the season when they were on that crazy stretch to begin the year. This is a different Celtics team. This is a different time and place right now, and I just think that the Celtics are primed for the upset tonight, if you can call it that. Now, another part of my handicap in this game is that the odds were this short. I do think the Celtics are going to get to the 4 seed tonight, and I do think it's very important to them. They're going to be very motivated. I don't take Steph Curry, Klay Thompson lightly. I know that the threat that they pose with Draymond Green in the lineup, very, very dangerous combination. There may be a live, if you're scared of this pick, there may be a live betting opportunity as well. Let's say the Warriors do punch first and you get a better spread on the Celtics. So I would say what I've done is paying a premium for this pick, but I'm taking the Boston Celtics +2.5. If you can, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll show everyone some love in the chat. Plenty more videos on the way. Just want to share. I've been in the trenches researching March Madness, trying to end the college basketball season while I wasn't dabbling earlier in the season. On a more positive note, I will be sharing a video with a couple of spread picks for the first round. I know everyone's crazy about the brackets. I'm going to enter some contests as well. Shout out to my dog Sosa. I'm going to enter his NCAA tournament March Madness contest. I know everyone's all going off on the brackets, but we're still doing point spreads. I'm going to share some point spread picks for the first round of March Madness for the people that are in that. It'll be another short video like this, just trying to get back into the mold of things. Shout out to everyone for the positive messages. Trying to continue, just trying to build and grow. And, a shout out to Samizi in the chat. TiVo to great. No Cap Don, I Need Money, Stop and Pop, Jack Falk. I'll give you some notes I have on one more game, and I'll get out of here. Jack Falk, what's going on? CC, yeah, go. Hey, I do think a lot of the underdogs are going to be barking tonight. I do think a lot of the underdogs will perform today, and some of them are disgusting teams that I couldn't back. I had like three picks, but I just, at this stage in the season, some teams we just can't back them. So I whittled it down to the Celtics, and I might play a total pick in the Bucks Kings game. I think we may get an explosive scoring performance in that game. What's up, Fuquan, Leslie? Appreciate the positive words. Yeah, I'm on the Celtics today, and I do think that we could get an explosive scoring performance between the Kings and the Bucks. You look at the recipe. This is an ascendant Bucks team, whether they cover the spread or not. You look at the I have some screenshots here somewhere. Yeah, the Bucks. You see it right here. Look at the head-to-head recent matchups between it's a cross-conference matchup, so the sample size is pretty small. But you look at the Bucks versus the Kings. Look at the right side, the totals. I mean, they've gone over what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can't even see behind the banner how many times in a row they've gone over. Don't let that game against the Kings trick you. How many games is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, a lot of these games were during a period where the Bucks played a different brand of basketball. They played a different brand of basketball before they became an explosive offense. So you see a lot of those totals in that previous era. 5 years ago, the totals were really low. But even the explosive totals, 237, 240, I mean, I'm just thinking it's not only because of that. It's not only because of that. It's just because I do believe, especially after against uh watching them play against the Jazz the other night, that they're going to be more ascendant. More ascendant. This I'm not letting the Kings game against the Bulls trick me into think that they have any sort of defense. I'm not sure if they're going to cover, but I do lean towards the over in that Bucks Kings game. Maybe I'll tweet that out later. The only bet that I made right now is the Celtics plus 2.5. I got it at +3, but I'll take the plus 2.5 or even sprinkle the money line again. This might be a live betting game. I'm hoping the Warriors are up at halftime and everybody dumps on the Warriors and the Celtics come back and take these guys out tonight. That's all I have. If you guys can help us out as much as you can, you're definitely helping me out. Follow the new accounts, Frenzy Sports TV and Frenzy NBA. Follow me on Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. Help the video get 100 likes if possible. And I'll see you next time. Turn notifications on the channel. Let's go.